Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the temperature measurement sensors. Okay. So basically today we will discuss about the working principle of thermocouples, thermistors and resistance thermometer devices, that is your RTDs. Okay. So temperature is an important parameter in many control systems. So these include the non-electrical as well as electrical methods. Your thermometer, it is a common example of non-electrical sensor, that is your mechanical sensor, and the other three are, that is the thermocouple, thermistors and RTDs will come under the category of electrical sensor. So first we will discuss the working principle of thermocouple. Okay, so I have already told you. So what is thermocouple? When any conductor is subjected to a thermal gradient, okay, it will generate a voltage. Okay, so to measure the generated voltage, we need to convert another conductor. We need to connect with the another conductor. Okay, so small difference in voltage can be made available by the use of dissimilar metals. Okay, so so it measures the temperature difference between the 2 points and not the absolute temperature. Okay, so if you are talking about the materials, generally chromel, that is the combination of 90% nickel and 10% chromium, and alumel, that is 95% nickel, okay, 2% aluminum and 1% silicon are basically used in the manufacture of thermocouple. Okay, so its working principle is, now you can see here in the figure there are two different wires. Okay, so it works on the fact that when this junction, that is hot junction of dissimilar materials, okay, there are two different materials of dissimilar materials are heated, it produces an electric potential difference, okay, related to temperature. So this principle is known as Seebeck effect. So when two wires composed of dissimilar metals are joined at both the ends and one end is heated, then there is a continuous flow of current which flows in the thermoelectric voltage, that is your Seebeck voltage. Okay, so delta V is equal to alpha into delta T. So what is alpha? It is known as Seebeck coefficient. As you can see here, delta V is directly proportional to delta T, means if you are increasing the temperature at the junction, you will get ultimately the proportional of change in voltage at an outside. Okay, so if you are talking about the different applications of thermocouple, okay, so it can be used in testing of heating appliance safety, okay, and temperature profiling in ovens and furnaces, okay, and third one is your temperature measurement of gas turbine and engine exhaust. Okay, so next we will go to the working of thermistors. Okay, so let's start. So it follows the principle of decrease in resistance with respect to increase in temperature, means it follows the inverse relationship with temperature with respect to resistance. As the temperature increases, the resistance will decrease. So basically the semiconductor material is used in thermistor. As the temperature of semiconductor material increases, the movement of electrons will increase, and if the movement of electron means current will increase, hence the resistance will decrease. As you know, I is equal to V by R. If I is more, then R will be less. Okay, so semiconductors like sintered metal oxide or doped ceramic containing barium tintanate are basically used. Okay, so now thermistors are basically two types. One is your NTC type and another is your PTC type. NTC type means, NTC means it is your it is your negative temperature coefficient thermistor, and it is your PTC means positive temperature coefficient thermistor. So NTC basically works on inverse relationship of temperature with respect to resistance. Means delta T is inversely proportional to R, and in PTC delta T is directly proportional to R. If the application comes, so it used in temperature sensing and it is used in electric current control. Okay, now let's plot a graph between resistance versus temperature. Okay, so these are basically two different thermistor. One is this is your NTC thermistor and it is your PTC thermistor. NTC means inverse relationship, means delta T is inverse proportional to R. Okay, x axis I am taking temperature, y axis I am taking resistance. Okay, if the temperature increases by the applying of inverse relationship, the automatically resistance will fall. Okay, so this graph shows the NTC graph. Okay, now PTC graph is your look like, okay, in this manner. It is direct relationship, that is delta T is directly proportional to R. If temperature increases, simultaneously resistance will also increase. Okay, so these two are non-linear curve for NTC and PTC. Okay, next move to the RTD, that is your resistance temperature detectors. Okay, so RTD basically works on the principle that the electric resistance of a metal changes due to the change in its temperature. Okay, so when heating of the metals or materials, their resistance increases, and that follows a relationship, that is your RT is equal to R naught whole into 1 plus alpha T. So what is RT? It is the resistance at temperature T naught, and what is R naught? It is resistance at temperature 0 degree centigrade, and what is alpha? It is a constant which is known as temperature coefficient of resistance. Okay, so RTDs are used for temperature measurements by using the Wheatstone bridge circuit. Okay, so this RTD is connected to the Wheatstone bridge, and in ultimately in output you are getting the voltage. Okay, so let's combine all the three temperature sensing sensors into one graph. Okay, so in y axis I am taking voltage or resistance. Okay, and in x axis I am taking the temperature. Let's first plot the thermocouple graph. So thermocouple works on the principle of Seebeck effect. Means if you are increasing the if you are hitting the junction, means if you are increasing the temperature, in ultimately output is change in voltage, means temperature is directly proportional to voltage. So if the temperature increases, you will ultimately get the increase in voltage. So this graph belongs to thermocouple. Okay, now come to thermistor. Thermistor means temperature is inversely proportional to resistance. As the temperature increases, resistance will fall on. Okay, so this graph belongs to thermistor. Okay, these two graphs are non-linear graph, but RTD it will look like a linear curve. Why? Because in RTDs we are getting the equation, that is RT is equal to R naught whole into 1 plus alpha T. Okay, so we are getting a linear graph for RTDs. Okay, so this all about your thermocouple, thermistor and RTDs. Okay, in the next class we will discuss about different types of light sensors. Okay, thank you.